Which dragons serve King Aegon II Targaryen? According to Daemon, Team Black boasts 13 dragons, while Team Green only has 4. Sounds pretty one-sided, right? Well, when one of those 4 is a B-52 bomber with scales, the battlefield evens out. This is the final part in my epic quadrilogy, and like those videos, this won't contain any spoilers for the future of House of the Dragon. This is Fantasy Haven, your home for all things fantasy. Like, subscribe, and comment your favourite green dragon down below. King Aegon himself rides Sunfire, a huge male dragon with golden scales, golden flames, and beautiful long horns. Look at this boy. Archmaester Gyldain, the in-universe author of Fire and Blood, describes Sunfire as the most beautiful dragon in the whole world. We see Aegon yawning when Jace trains with Vermax in the Dragon Pit. Presumably he's already aced the roast goat training. We briefly catch Sunfire chilling on high tide. He's just soaking in the sun, you know? It looks like Vhagar's grand exit at the end of that episode was originally meant for Sunfire, but Vhagar is more important to that episode, so the change makes sense. We never actually see Aegon interact with Sunfire, but in Fire and Blood he clearly loves his mount. After he's crowned in the Dragon Pit, the king rides Sunfire 3 times around the city in celebration. In Hot D we get a different dragon altogether. Oh boy. In the background of this coronation we see Aegon's personal coat of arms, which turns the 3-headed dragon of House Targaryen from crimson to gold, in honour of Sunfire. This becomes the symbol of Team Green during the Civil War in the book. In Hot D, Otto is spotted arriving on Dragonstone with his own banner. Can you guess what colour his dragon is?
Green.
Yes, Harwin. Well done. Either one of these could be the official banner of Team Green. Whatever the case, it has to be better than whatever the hell Rhaenyra's got going on. Aegon is Sunfire's first rider, but Queen Helaena is the second rider of Dreamfire, her blue and silver she-dragon. Dreamfire is an old beast who was hatched during the reign of Aegon the Conqueror himself. The Conqueror's granddaughter, Princess Rhaena Targaryen, first rode her in 35 AC. Although when she was sent on a royal progress 6 years later, her father insisted that Dreamfire stay behind. Rhaena had just married her brother Prince Aegon, who hadn't yet claimed a dragon. King Aenys didn't want his son and heir being literally overshadowed, so he demanded the newlyweds remain a horse. Don't you fucking dare. Dreamfire and her eggs proved to be a source of both fear and fascination. When she laid them on Fair Isle, the residents were terrified. But when Rhaena moved to Casterly Rock, Lord Lyman Lannister tried to buy them. 3 of these eggs were eventually stolen by Rhaena's sister-in-law and lover, Alyssa Farman, who promptly fled to Pentos. They eventually turned to stone, ended up with Illyrio Mopatis, were gifted to Daenerys Targaryen, and later hatched into Drogon, Viserion, and Rhaegal, hence the inspiration for Dreamfire's design. After Rhaena's daughter, Princess Arya, died of natural causes, she locked herself away in Harrenhal. Rhaena died in 73 AC, and Dreamfire finally returned to the Dragon Pit. There she remained riderless until the reign of King Viserys, when the young Princess Helaena bonded with her. Dreamfire is first seen in the Dragon Pit, scaring away Aemond, and later chilling on high tide. Despite her long and varied life, Dreamfire never saw battle. The same cannot be said for Vhagar, the monstrous mount of Prince Aemond Targaryen, and the oldest dragon in the world. According to Aemond's actor Ewan Mitchell, she's named after the Valyrian god of war. Vhagar hatched on Dragonstone during the Century of Blood. She was claimed and ridden by Visenya Targaryen, the elder sister-wife of Aegon the Conqueror. Visenya and Vhagar saw many battles during the conquest itself. They torched Castle Stokeworth to force House Stokeworth into submission. They accompanied Daemon Valarion's fleet to seize Goldtown, destroying the Arryn ships that opposed them. And they joined Balerion and Meraxes during the Field of Fire, burning 400 men on the battlefield, and roasting House Gardener into extinction. Visenya later flew to the top of the Eyrie and gave King Ronal Arryn a ride on Vhagar's back. Ronal's mother, Queen Shara Arryn, promptly bent the knee and surrendered the Vale to the Targaryens. When Rhaenys and Meraxes were slain in Sunspear, Visenya joined Aegon in burning every Dornish stronghold possible for 2 years. Although Dorne refused to submit, Vhagar was far from retirement. During the Faith Militant Uprising, Visenya's son, King Maegor the Cruel, flew to the Westerlands to burn those who had defied his summons. Visenya and Vhagar targeted the Riverlands, scorching the seats of houses Blaintree, Terrick, Leicester and Wayne in a single night. Visenya died of old age in 44 AC, and Vhagar finally retired, remaining riderless for 29 years. In 73 AC, she was claimed by Prince Balon the Brave, and 10 years later aided Vermithor and Craxes in burning the fleet of Prince Morian Martell during the Fourth Dornish War. That must have really triggered some flashbacks. Valerian died in 101 AC of a burst belly, and Vhagar once more became riderless. In Hot D, Laena Velaryon asks about Vhagar, and learns that she's nesting on the coast of the Narrow Sea. According to Laena, the residents of Spicetown can hear the beast's sad songs at night. The lonely she-dragon is not lonely for long, for Laena herself soon claims her, aged 12 in Fire and Blood and 15 in Hot D. She spends her time riding Vhagar in Pentos with Daemon and Caraxes, but their bond finally ends when the dying Laena orders the hesitant Vhagar to burn her. Vhagar makes High Tide her new home and sleeps out in the open. Laena's daughter Rhaena is expected to bond with the beast, but Prince Aemond claims her instead. The lonely old dragon clearly feels a connection with the bullied young boy. In 129 AC, Aemond brings Vhagar to Storm's End, and later chases Lucerys Velaryon through the stormy night. In the book he deliberately hunts Luke down, but in the show he's merely tormenting his nephew, up until Arrax panics and attacks Vhagar with a burst of dragonfire, triggering those Dornish flashbacks and provoking her to butcher the young dragon and its rider, ignoring Aemond's commands. The bond between dragon and rider may be strong, but the idea that humans control them is an illusion. The fourth dragon concerns a character who hasn't officially been introduced in Season 1, so minor spoilers ahead. Prince Daeron Targaryen, Aegon's younger sibling, rides Tessarion the Blue Queen. Although we haven't seen rider or dragon yet, she's described in Fire and Blood as a beautiful blue she-dragon that breathes cobalt flames. Tessarion was claimed in 120 AC, and is presumably nesting somewhere in Oldtown, where Daeron has spent most of his time being fostered by his great-uncle, Lord Hobart Hightower. Tessarion may be the youngest of the four dragons, but she's of fighting size, and her rider isn't called the Daring for no reason. We learned in my Black Dragons video that despite Daemon's optimism, Rhaenyra currently has access to just 5 fighting dragons. It's also unlikely that the gentle, dreamy Helaena will ride Dreamfire into battle, leaving only 3 fighting dragons on Team Green. But like I said, when one of them is Vhagar, nothing is off the table. Oh look, it's my other videos. Check them out if you want, and if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe and comment about dragon stuff. Thanks for watching.